Hello everyone, my name is Gitanjali Singh and I am currently interning at Lexis and Company. The topic for my video is Golden Rule of Interpretation, a corrective instrument. It is from the subject of interpretation of statutes. Now I'll be giving the brief introduction about the interpretation. Interpretation is the primary function of the court. Whenever there is a dispute regarding the true meaning of the statute, it is important as well as the responsibility of the court to provide with the meaning and remove any kind of ambiguity that has occurred in the statutes. Interpretation simply means giving the true meaning of the provision in the given statute. The expression of interpretation has been derived from the Latin term interpretare, which suggests elucidating, expound, and understand or to translate. The purpose and objective are as follows. To understand the techniques of interpreting words mentioned under the statute, to explore the true meaning of the provisions mentioned in the statute, and to find out the intention of the legislature behind framing of the laws. The golden rule of interpretation is mainly called the best rule of interpretations among the three interpretation rules. The golden rule of interpretation is essentially a modification of a literal rule that is the oldest rule. The literal rules means when the word utilized in a text are to tend or to interpret in their natural or ordinary meaning. If while interpreting natural meaning results in any sort of repugnance, ambiguity, absurdity, or any hardship, then the court must modify the aiming to extend the injustice of absurdity caused or no further to stop the result. Golden rule has an important place in the interpretation of the statutes. It is such a rule which disposes of the ambiguity, inconsistency, hardship, unclarity, inconvenience, injustice, etc. arose from the language of statute while interpreting it by the judges. Golden rule is a modification of literal rule. It allows the departure from the strict literal rule by recourse of consequences of applying a natural and ordinary meaning. The golden rule is used to remove the absurdity, inconveniency. It comes into exercise where some doubt existed as to the meaning of the word. In the year of 1857, for the first time, Lord Wensleydale called it the Golden Rule and adopted it in the case of Gray versus Pearson, and thereafter it is usually known as Lord Wensleydale's Golden Rule. The advantages and disadvantages of the Golden Rules are as follows. The advantage is that it allows the court to switch the absurdity, aiming to the extent to provide the justice. It respects the laws and therefore the statutes that are formed by the parliament and applying the literal rule. The golden rule is to be applied only when there is a sense of absurdity, inconsistency created by the literal rule of interpretation. Now the disadvantages are the facility of the golden rule is extremely limited because the literal rule is used to be the first only in circumstances where literal rule creates absurdity. It only allows the judge to vary the wording of the statute that are really limited to the circumstances. The golden rule can be used as a corrective equipment, and the application of golden rule depends upon the consequences where the situation demands the application of golden rule, and it is important to consider the effect or consequences which would result come out from it for the one point of the real meaning of the words. There are two ways as how the golden rules can be used. Number one is narrow approach and the second one is wide approach. In narrow approach, it is used when the word used in statutes are ambiguous, which means it has more than one meaning. It's upon the judge to use the meaning which is acceptable to the case and which is relevant to the case. In the wide approach is often used when there is just one literal meaning of the word. However, to use it might be absurd. Therefore, the court may modify the meaning of the word to avoid the absurdity according to the circumstances. Now, it is the duty of the court to give effect to the meaning of an act when a meaning can be fairly gathered from the words used. That is to say, if one construction would lead to an absurdity, while another give effect to what common sense would show as obviously intended, the construction which would defeat the end of the act must be rejected, even if the same word used in the section and even the same sentence has constructed differently. Unless the words are without meaning or absurd, it would be safe to give their natural meaning, because the framer is presumed to use the language as a layman, of which conveys the intention, and it would not be accord with any sound principle that is a elusive ground that give them their ordinary meaning, which leads to the consequences which are not in accord with the notions of propriety or justice entertained by the court. For example, if the languages of statute is not clear, unambiguous, or ordinary, then its meaning should be in accordance with that. Statutes should be interpreted to materialize the intention of the legislature. Meaningless and illogical interpretation should not be accepted and should not be entertained. It should avoid and prevent inconsistent and inconvenient results. If the language or statute is not clear or leads to more than one meaning and not showing the intention of the interpretation clearly, then the language used in statute should be reformed and other rules of interpretation can be used for the help and clarification of the statutes given by the. In many different cases, golden rule has been used as a corrective equipment, and some of the following cases are as follows. Directorate of Enforcement versus Deepak Mahajan of the year 1995. In this, Supreme Court said that the golden rule of interpretation is such that the intention of the legislature should not become meaningless. If the court must deviate from literal or grammatical interpretation to know the intention of legislature and implementation of the object of the statute, it could be done so. In the second case of Ishwari Prasad versus University, Allahabad University of year 1955, this is the golden rule of interpretation. That is, Judge Mutham views that the prevailing rule of interpretation is that when there is no need of amendment or alteration of the language of the statute, till then it should be given the literal or grammatical meaning. The third case of Abdul Hussain versus Mehboobi Begum of the year 1935 of Lahore. In this, Lahore High Court made it clear that the language used in statute should firstly be accepted in its ordinary meaning, but when the language is ambiguous and is not clear and abused, then alteration, amendment, or enrichment of it permitted, while interpretation should be done by the following of golden rule interpretation, and thus it can be altered and in a corrective measurement. Thank you.